Hello, my cosmic dragon friends. We are back with another collective reading. I've been guided to get some very unusual decks of cards out in a strange combination, but here we are, so let's see where this is going. Now, this is intended as a timeless reading, but at the time of recording, we are on the slope. I'm being told the slippery slope down to the 888 portal, which is going to be a very, very interesting one, my guides are telling me. So let's find out what's in the energy for us all. And Bedford wants to be a part of this reading too. If you can hear him, he's outside my window serenading me like Romeo. He does that. It's very cute. I kicked him out of the room a minute ago because he was being a little pickle and I knew he would just cause problems. So he's very annoyed about that and he is now in the garden outside. Now, bearing in mind, I'm on the first floor. I'm not downstairs. I'm not on the ground floor. But he can hear me. So if you hear the odd wow, that's Bedford. Could also be confirmation of something for you too. So, cats, right? Okay, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's coming up in the energy. I feel there's going to be some love messages too because I was guided to get one of my love decks out. So I think there's going to be a bit of everything. And I got a new deck today as well arrived, which is very, very exciting. Which I've seen a few other readers use on YouTube, and I wanted this one for a while, but it's a bit expensive. Which is the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. I'm very, very excited to give those a whirl. So, collective, my friends, what's going on? I'm genuinely asking, what is going on? Okay. The Ram and Dahlia, determination, that's what's going on. We're keeping going regardless of crazy stuff going down. Okay, the Squirrel and Chestnut, preparation. The Turtle and Coriander, satisfaction. And the Horse and Bluebell, modest fortitude. Huh. Wow. It is very much a keeping going energy at the moment, despite what may be going on. So it feels as though big achievements are not possible at the moment. Right now in this energy that we're in as I'm recording, or the energy that you're in as you're finding this video, because you know, you could find this anytime in the future. It doesn't matter. It's timeless. It's a strange energy of being able to keep going. And we know we're going somewhere. We know we're preparing for something, but we can't get the big results just yet. But that doesn't mean that we're going to be unsatisfied, shall we say, because we've got the Turtle and Coriander on satisfaction. And I want to say it's not a bad time. It's just a time of small victories. Small victories on the outside, in the external world, but very big ones on the inside. So it's a time of big shifts on the inside, but the big shifts on the outside will come later. It's not quite the moment yet. I feel it will be maybe around August to October time, whenever that is for you. You know, how far away that is into the future for you. So the Skunk and Magnolia, protection. Yes, we're being protected. That's why. The Opossum and Peony, bashfulness. And the Ladybug and Sweet Pea, happiness. So very gentle energies coming through here with our oracle cards today. These are the Woodland Wardens. Very cute. Gentle energies coming through. They're not too heavy. They're not too difficult. They're not too brash. They're determined and they keep going. It's kind of a very Taurian, earthy type energy, you know, Cancer, Virgo, Cancer, Virgo. I meant to say Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but Cancer came out. So Cancer's in the mix there somewhere. That's meaningful somehow. Yeah, we're being protected by the universe, which is why we're not having big shifts, big changes, because it wouldn't be the moment. And perhaps it wouldn't even be safe because there's the protection card. So, for example, you might be starting a relationship with somebody, but it's kind of starting low-key, a little bit quiet. Maybe you're not telling people, you're not sharing it with too many people just because of your circumstances. It wouldn't be ideal, you know, not because there's anything to be ashamed of, just because you don't need other people sticking their oar in and causing problems, and rather just keep yourself to yourself. Or there is this energy of keeping things to yourself and not feeling the need to share, not feeling the need to announce to the world all of your movements. You know, gone are the days where we went on Facebook and updated our status to say how we were feeling, what we were doing. You know, at one point, Facebook kind of became almost like a Dear Diary site, didn't it? It was terrible what people used to put up there. I don't know about now because I don't go on there anymore, but yeah, no more oversharing. That's not what we're doing in this phase. We're not oversharing. We're happy, we're moving forwards energetically, and we are achieving things. We are having small victories. It's moving very gently with all these small little animals here, these sweet little animals. And then we have this very gentle horse and this very gentle but determined ram. So, yeah, moving forwards nicely. And I feel there is new romance for some, and for some it does start a little bit on the low down, a little bit low key, a little bit quietly, but very happily. It's beautiful, actually. If you are about to enter into a new romantic relationship, or you have, I think it's going to move forwards very nicely, a little bit slowly, but it's very, very happy and joyful. It's so sweet. There's a very sweet energy coming through here for me. I'm really enjoying this energy. And it could be somebody that you met in the springtime, or it could be a new job for some, but it's something that starts a little bit slowly and gently, so it's not too overwhelming, or it's not going to put you too much in the spotlight if that's not something that you want to do, you know, or it's not going to put too much pressure on you. For example, if your health isn't too good, it's going to come in at just the right pace. Just the right pace. It's just right. And I'm just being guided to get another pack of cards from over here. These are career cards, so obviously the work angle wants to come in and have a little chat with us right now. So let's see what we've got here going on in work, money and business. See what we've got happening. Education. So yes, it may be that you're literally studying or starting a new job, learning as you go. Maybe there's a period of learning, training, study, and that's why it has to go a little bit slowly, which is fine. I'll just read the card out in case you can't see it on the screen. It says, you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Interesting. Expression. You need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. That's 2 cards with writing on. So there's some sort of self-expression, whether it's writing, whether it's art, whether it's speaking, teaching, you know, some sort of self-expression needs to come out here. That's the theme. And investment. Invest in your education, make some big plans for the future, take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. Now that's interesting, isn't it? We've got 2 cards that talk about education and learning, 2 that talk about writing and communication. So telling you not to spend all your money on your studies. Slowly, it's kind of that slow and steady wins the race kind of energy here, isn't it? With studying, learning, you'll learn as you go. There's no need to have a big splurge on doing all the courses now. Just do a little bit as you go along. Don't put yourself in financial difficulty. You know, there's some very wise advice coming through. There's a lot of wisdom coming through. I'm getting the Merlin energy come through here as well. The Merlin energy is an energy that I work with, being from the British Isles. I suppose that's not too surprising. Ancient wizard. Ancient teacher, connects to me very strongly, so I'm just going to see if he wants to come forward and say something. I feel like he's going to say something in a minute, so see if he wants to channel. The Hound and Pear, loyalty. It's like Spirit are really loyal to you at the moment. Oh, here we go, here he comes. Merlin's just stepping in. Your ancestors are very loyal to you at this time. They see your struggles, they see the difficulties that you've been through. So they are stepping forwards to help you in all the ways that you've asked them to. Wow, he has a deep voice. Notice my voice is going deep. Sorry. I shouldn't jump in when I'm supposed to be channeling, but I can't help it. Okay. Sorry, Merlin. He said it's okay. Thank you. Now he's laughing. Okay. The loyalty of the ancestors, to thank you for following your path. Thank you for clearing the ancestral karma. To thank you for always being the loving one to help others, to thank you for putting yourself out, for having the eye to see when others could not or chose not to see what was going on around them. We're bringing in great gifts to thank you. They may seem to come in slowly at first, but they'll come in as fast as you allow them to. At this time, we're seeking many soul groups to help us with our mission. It's a mission of love, guidance, in perpetuity. Thank you. Okay. I'm just kind of digesting those last words he said, and what I'm sensing, it's almost like some people are being trained up to be spirit guides in the next lifetime right now. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like on some level, some people are getting ready to finish their last lifetime. Not immediately, you know, we got plenty of time. We get to live out this life for as long as, you know, we choose to or we're meant to. We don't go until we're ready. Home. And then we get to go home. The beaver and birch. Loyalty, home. It does feel like there's just this huge amount of support from the ancestral realms, and I've talked about this recently in previous videos. A whole bunch of us have just finished off a lot of ancestral karma. We've cleared karma for our family line. We've cleared that ancestral karma. I'm going to link to that video above if you haven't seen it. I think it's called You Did It with an exclamation mark. Yes, this is about going home. It's almost like I said the slippery slope. It's not so much a slippery slope as more like a water slide where we're sliding down, go whee, and it should be fun. Because it feels like for some of the souls listening, this is your last lifetime to be incarnated, which is wonderful news. That's incredible. So we're kind of sliding, enjoying. The words I'm getting is this lifetime is to be enjoyed. This lifetime and however many years, decades we have left in this particular lifetime, you know, we may have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years left, who knows? 100 for some. It doesn't matter, because I feel like we're really going to enjoy this next phase. Like it's all downhill from here. That's it. It's all downhill from here. Yes, the slippery slope. I was saying a water slide and I was really saying the wrong words. It's all downhill from here. That's wonderful. Things get easier from this point on. But they get easier progressively, step by step, baby steps. Otherwise it would be overwhelming. It would be too much for us to cope with from our human standpoint. So we have the Vulture and Asphodel upheaval. I want to say, and it's next to the ending. So the Moth and Eucalyptus, an ending. It's the end of upheaval. I feel for many people, this is the end of major upheavals in your life. It's a lot smoother. The road is a lot smoother ahead. There's this wonderful reassurance coming in that it's more important for your soul right now to be teaching others, to be growing through teaching, through speaking, through actually having some softer experiences. Because many people, I mean, we know that many people do learn through difficult experiences, but they're not the only ones we learn through. For example, if your whole childhood you were not loved or taken care of, an important experience for you might be being loved and taken care of. And some people might say, oh, well, that's an easy experience. You don't learn through those. Bullshit, you don't learn through those. That may be exactly what your soul needs you to learn, what it actually is to be loved purely, you know, unconditionally by someone who loves you so much. Like you've never been loved before, so that you can squish all your broken pieces back together and really understand the meaning of love. That is possible. Okay. It's like you may have done lots of healing work on your own. You may have worked very hard to reparent yourself, to love yourself, to show yourself kindness, compassion, but sometimes we need to have that experience. My guides are calling it almost an experience of duality, where we have the other person who comes in to love us as well. It's all very well us loving ourselves, but having the experience of someone else loving us too is different. It's a different experience. It's beautiful. Wow. And that is the first time I've had that message, I tell you. Gorgeous. Okay, let's pop these away for a second. And we're going to move on. Let's see which deck wants to come out to play next. You do, don't you? Angels want to come out. Okay. The love cards want to come out. Angels first, then love. Okay. So I feel like we're going to our romantic life here. So let's see what's happening. Celebration. Yeah, I've got the song Celebrate Good Times. Come on. Don't sing, Helen. Right. Retreat. Divine guidance. I apologise to anyone for my singing. I won't do it again. Meditation. Manifestation. ideas and inspiration, divine timing, and abundance. Wow, loving this. And on the bottom we have spiritual growth. I do feel like we're reaching a point now where many of us have done literally so much spiritual growth. So much. And we may have felt almost like our manifestations didn't keep up with us. Like, well, I was trying to manifest this and then I outgrew that before it even showed up, so I didn't get to experience it. So we might be having this sense of having missed out on some things, missed out on some things in our lives as well, because we had to heal from things and we're like, oh, but I had to heal from that so I couldn't experience that. And that could come from some limiting beliefs, or it could literally be that we had a lot of healing and energy work and ancestral karma to clear, that we just couldn't get past that mire. We were stuck in this mud and we had to just fight our way through it as best we could. And it took a long time. For many people, it took years, decades, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Okay, but I feel like that's just not going to be the case anymore. Just going to casually cover up this chair. There we go. It's not going to be the case anymore. The manifestations are coming in. Celebration, retreat, divine guidance, meditation, manifestation, ideas and inspiration, divine timing, abundance. It kind of just reads like a book. I love reading cards. They read like a book, don't they? It does feel very much like it's almost like backwards, because celebration's there and abundance is at that end. Celebrate now, because it's all coming in. It's all coming in. Follow your divine guidance, because things are coming in. Your manifestations are coming in now. The things you've asked for are coming in now. They're coming in divine timing, of course. But it's almost as if you have an idea and it will start to show up almost immediately. If you have an idea or something you want, it'll start to show up almost immediately. Time is doing some strange things at the moment. Okay, I'm finding this in my own life, but it is. Cause and effect are not being linear. I mean, very often they aren't, but it may be more noticeable in your life at the moment. Cause and effect are not linear. Time is, I'm not going to say it's speeding up. Time is, I get the word nonsensical is the only word that comes to mind right now. Time is becoming irrelevant. Time is becoming irrelevant. So the divine timing card here doesn't mean as much as it used to. It doesn't mean like we have to wait until we've done this amount of healing and that, so that we can then have this experience and do that. It's not like that anymore. There's this sense of letting go of old beliefs about how this stuff works, about how time works, about how manifestation works, about how healing works. It's almost like healing that you've done in the future is making a manifestation now. Healing you've done in future lifetimes, and not necessarily human ones, because I did say a lot of people aren't coming back here. Work you've done as a future spirit guide, for example, I feel is having an impact now. It's very special. So 1818 on the clock as I was saying that. 18:9. 18 is the moon in tarot, 9 is the hermit. But 18, the number in numerology, infinity, the infinite universe leading the individual. That cheeky. But leading you to the end of the cycle so that you can begin the new one. Leading you to wisdom, to the wisdom that you always had within you. And I think a lot of the lessons that we learned from reading books are going to start making sense. There are many spiritual type books that I read in the past, and intellectually they made sense to me. But I understood the words but not their meaning, because I hadn't actually had the direct experience of what those words were expressing. And that is the case for most people in this incarnation. Okay, so I'm just going to say that again. Things that we may have learned previously on an intellectual level and spiritual truths, beliefs, are going to start making sense, because we will start knowing them experientially. Experientially, through our experiences, we will start to know what they truly are. We will start to truly know what abundance is. Oh, that's what it feels like. Okay. No more fear attached to it. There's so much fear being let go of. So much fear being let go of in the collective as well, for some reason, I'm being told. A lot of fear-based thoughts are being let go of right now. It's almost like, look at this angel on this card here. I've always loved this card. It's almost like this angel here, she's sending this heart. If you think of that as like love, the energy of pure unconditional love, the highest energy in the universe, the only one that's actually true and real, the energy of God, Goddess. This gorgeous angel, spirit group, spirit guide, sending this beautiful love and healing back to us, or forward to us, or up, down, left to right to us. Time and direction really don't matter here, but it's arriving. It is arriving. It's coming back. Just being reminded of a memory. I used to live in France, as you may know, and one of my friends was trying to explain to my mum, who did not speak French. She couldn't be bothered to learn it. Although she lived there. No comment. My friend Aurore, which means dawn, was trying to say to her, I need to go over there, but I'll come back afterwards. But she didn't know how to say I'll come back. And so she translated it more or less directly from French with the word that she thought was the equivalent of the French, which is arriver, which was oui, j'arrive. J'y vais là-bas, et puis j'arrive. So I'm going over there and then I'm coming back. And she said, then I am arriving. I go and then I am arriving. And I just got the word arriving in my head, and I got that memory of that particular incident. So it's like it's coming back. Yes, it's arriving, but it's coming back. It's coming back around. I mean, you could say that it was always ours. Of course it was always ours, but we weren't able to experience it because it wasn't the moment. It wasn't the moment in our human journey. But it's coming back around. This love is coming back around now. Gorgeous. I feel like I want to bring out these ones. There's some resistance there. What are we resisting? Okay. All right. Yeah, we can go here. There's some very resistant energy. There's some very wounded energy in the collective. And I don't mean in the collective watching. I think it's in the wider world. Very wounded energy, which will not understand these higher levels of love and abundance that we're going to be experiencing. And I just want to let you know that. There's like a... It's almost like that collective's energy is shouting at me saying, no, no. Almost like they don't want us to have it. They don't want us to see it. And it's not malicious. It's just where they are right now energetically. So please be aware that they may be opposition to what you are about to receive from the external world. But you will be protected, so it won't be a problem. You will be protected, like we saw earlier with the Woodland Wardens card. And this might be why you're keeping certain things low-key, on the lowdown, keeping them private to yourself, being quiet about the new relationship, the new job, the new abundance, the new divine guidance you've been getting, the new spirit guides, the new inspiration, the new knowledge, the new books that you've written. Maybe you've done them under a pen name so that people don't find out that it was you. And I just saw 2332, which is a gorgeous numerology, absolutely beautiful. Mirrored numbers there, 2332 on the clock. So I just want to touch a moment on 2332 because 23 is one of my favourite numbers because it is my birthday number. It's also the Icarus mind, where we fly high in the mind, we have lofty ideals, we are able to explore higher ideas and higher ideals. And it's mirror number 32, which I don't know anywhere near as well. But it is the intuition guiding our manifestation. So whew, that's some incredible energy right there. So we can be inspired to higher ideas and then we can manifest them. There we go. It's incredible. It's basically, the spread is 2332. What I'm seeing here, that's what it is. 2424. Thank you. Oh, okay. So don't be too surprised and don't be too concerned if you face some opposition in the coming months, years, days, weeks. Time is kind of getting meaningless now. It's very muggy here today, very humid. It feels like there might be a storm in the air. And I'm really enjoying that potential energy of the storm. I love storm energy. I love storms. I love thunderstorms. Fortunately, they're never that dangerous where I live in England. They're just kind of amusing. I like bigger storms though, obviously not dangerous ones, but when I used to live in France we had much bigger storms, much louder storms, louder thunder. Just love that energy. Phoenix, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from ashes. Yes, feels like it's a new phase in romance and love as well, in all love relationships, not just romantic ones, but I am going to focus a little bit on romance here. Okay. Yeah. Coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. I mean, this is all about new beginnings, endings and new beginnings in romance and love. Healthy choices, yeah. Self-love and self-care, being happier, love and life. Addiction, codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. And mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight and personify. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savouring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. And I'm just being told 2 more. Mirror, mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. And the golden mirror. Oh, we've got 2 mirrors here. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Isn't it interesting? The top line here seems to be much more positive than the bottom line. They kind of got different themes. I feel there could be 2 different directions here for you. It may be that there is an old codependent relationship that needs to end, maybe with someone who did love bomb you, or who was very self-absorbed, or maybe an actual narcissist. You know, you'll know your situation. Different for everyone because it's a group reading for the collective. But there is this opportunity to start again and make better choices, healthier choices in love and romance, with someone who genuinely mirrors you, not someone who's an empty mirror. Someone who, you know, just love bombs you to try and give you what they think you want so that they can get you hooked. And then they get you stuck in this codependent, obsessive, restrained situation where you become a possession of theirs. That could be something that you're overcoming, or it could be that there are 2 people who come into your life and you need to make the better choice. But I think you will be able to do that. I don't think that'll be too difficult. Everything is becoming so much clearer. I feel that it's more leaving a relationship in the past, whether it's a present relationship, someone who's already an ex, or just somebody from your more distant past, that there's just this final healing going on here, this final bit of healing. And I often say to clients, and I have said this so many times, particularly in love readings, but all different types of readings, sometimes we get a pattern come back that we thought we'd finished, a pattern come back that we thought we were done with. And we think, how on earth am I having this experience again? I thought I'd done that one. I thought I'd learned it and I should be able to move on from it now. Why am I back there? And the answer that my guides always give me is, it's just come back for one last time, then it'll go. It's just back for one last time, just one final echo, and then it's gone. It's not happening again. You are not repeating the negative cycle. It's just the echo, then it's gone. And I feel for many of us, it's just that echo. Maybe it's an ex that we took back too many times and we know perfectly well we're done and our feelings are resolved and the karma is resolved and we can walk away. Interesting. Oh, now I can move on to these. Okay, I'm given permission to move on to the tarot now, so let's do that. Let's move our little naked cherub over here so we don't get in trouble. We've got 2 tarot decks to play with because for some reason I actually wanted to get more than that out, and I actually said to myself, no, that's ridiculous. I can't bring all the tarot decks out today. This reading will go on for hours. Okay. So we've got light seers and we've got midnight magic. So we've got dark and light. Oh, we've got dark and light. We're going to do dark on this side and we're going to do light on that side. All right, let's have a little looky. What's going on, collective? What's going on? 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Magician, 7 of Cups. That's what's going on in the shadow. going on in the light. And shadow doesn't necessarily mean bad or negative or anything like that. Shadow is just that which is hidden or less obvious. So, just dropping cards. Let's try that again. What are our light cards, please, light seers? 9 of Pentacles. Death and rebirth. Yes, there's that theme. 3 of Cups. Ace of Swords. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. Oh, Queen of Wands is one of the cards that actually fell on the floor. I had a feeling she was going to come out. Interesting. On the bottom, I got Queen of Swords. So I'm just going to pop her here. And on the bottom of the other deck, I had Page of Wands, which I found intriguing. So I'm going to put Page of Wands over here. I feel like those two need to come out and be a part of the reading. Yes. Interesting. Okay, we've got the King of Wands with the big lion coming in ready for Lionsgate, which is 8/8 or 888 this year. King and Queen of Wands, counterparts, divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames. Very powerful connection coming in here. Very powerful love connection, I think, coming in here with a good deal of clarity. Coming in, I want to say, into the 3D now. It may be a relationship that you started in the 5D. Maybe you're very, very strongly connected on a soul level, spiritual level, telepathic level. You know, maybe you have telepathic thoughts of each other. Maybe you dream of each other. I know that a lot of counterparts have been dreaming very, very strongly of each other recently. Maybe you just can't get them out of your head at certain moments and you don't know what to do about it. I feel the clarity coming in now, in a very real sense. The mind calming down, being able to see the new beginning, being able to see the new start. And not just in romance, in many different parts of life, with money as well. With the 9 of Pentacles here, this is very, very positive in all aspects of life. In money, it's a very balanced, grounded energy. It's money, it's home, it's family. It's also, you know, can be romance. It's the full package. All that in a bag of chips. The new beginning as well with the Ace of Swords, the possibility of the new beginning, and death and rebirth here. So it's the end of a cycle, beginning of the new one, and a celebration with the 3 of Cups. It is a celebration. And the Queen of Swords there, I feel like this is a very specific message. If there was a relationship where there was a third party, I feel that third party being removed from the picture. Oh, that's weird. My central heating just made a noise. There is no way the central heating is on today because it's far too warm in here. That could be a message for somebody. Okay, maybe someone's a heating engineer. That was weird. Okay. Over on the shadow side, what have we got here? 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. It's like we've got the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups kind of mirroring each other here. Look, they're in the same position. That's celebration, that's heartbreak. So the root of the celebration is actually heartbreak. But I mean that as in healing from heartbreak. This deep heart healing which has allowed us to reach this point of feeling happy and fulfilled and whole. We have done our inner work with the Magician. We have done the manifesting work, and it hasn't been easy because we've got some very challenging energies over here. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Very difficult. And what we've been going through with the shadow here, and there may still be remnants of this as we're moving forwards as well, is not seeing everything that's going well in our life because it is going a little bit slowly. That will be the shadow. Maybe feeling uncertain. There is an energy of uncertainty here as well. But also there is the knowledge that we have to grow things slowly. That we have to do it properly. And perhaps not feeling good enough because we've got the Page of Wands here and the counterparts are the King and Queen of Wands, not even the Knight, the Page. The Page may be feeling really not good enough to step into this new situation, relationship, job. maybe feeling unqualified. So I think there are feelings connected to lack of self-worth, lack of self-esteem coming through here to work on at this time. And confusion with the Seven of Cups is such a confusing energy. But it's okay, we are overcoming it step by step, and I think this is one of the reasons why our good is going to come in slowly, so that we are able to consciously accept it, so that all parts of us are able to consciously accept it. Because you may think, well, why wouldn't I accept success? Of course I would, that's exactly what I want. But that's the ego talking. The wounded parts of you may not be anywhere near as sure about that. Okay. And that's how we can end up self-sabotaging or missing out on opportunities or pushing them away, even when it would have been ideal for us, but the wounded aspects aren't ready for them, or they don't trust them, they can't quite go there. And that's the thing that happens. Very challenging. And maybe other people around us. With the Five of Wands, I feel like there's this inclination to play our cards very close to our chest, to keep many things hidden, just to avoid conflict. To avoid conflict with others, and that may be very wise at this time, particularly if you're entering into a new relationship. Okay, now I'm going to bring out some new cards that I've made, and these are Pusheen cards. They all have little Pusheen stickers on them. Don't judge me. And we're going to see what other messages want to come through here. Okay, let's get some Pusheens. First time out. Okay. Fish toy. Burrito. Inbred cat. There's a lot of food going on here. There's a theme of food coming through quite strongly. Maybe you like Mexican food. Okay. Autumn or fall. This one kept coming out earlier when I was testing the cards. Oh, little dragon. Dragon with its egg. And ice cream. Ah, okay. Pizza on the bottom. Lots of food going on here, so it's definitely a theme of food. Maybe you're going to go out to eat with your new person. Maybe that's something that you're going to do a lot, you know, like quietly go off somewhere together. Maybe you meet up on your lunch break or something. There's a connection to food with the person, and not just simply dating and eating food together, because that's a very common thing. It's more than that. It's that there's something special about doing that, either, you know, going to very particular foodie restaurants, or maybe they're taking you to a Michelin star restaurant for the first time, or something exciting, or trying to impress you by taking you to the most expensive posh places you've never been before, you know. There's a real sense of that. Even the dragon's holding an egg. I assume it's its own egg, but you don't know, it could be about to eat that. Ice cream, I love that. Very whimsical energy coming through here as well with the inbred cat, which is obviously a joke at the cat in a slice of bread. Could be an actual connection to cats here too, or to pets. But with the fish toy, it's really concentrating on play. You know how cats get very, very focused when they're playing, particularly if a toy has catnip in, they get very focused on it, laser focus. I feel like really one of you will be really focused on the relationship, trying to impress the other. Probably the masculine, trying to impress the feminine. But we've got the message of autumn here as well. So I do feel things really starting to move, starting to get noticeably better in the autumn, although it's going to start immediately, and I've been told it already is starting. And I love the dragon energy coming in. There's a lot of dragon energy coming in right now. You may see images of dragons. You may be drawn to work with dragons, get dragon cards, you know, work with those energies. They're definitely coming in very, very strongly. You may be seeing them in different places. So look out for the dragons, because they are here and they're here to help. They are absolutely 100% here to help. They are stepping back into this realm. They are becoming able to merge with our reality, because as we evolve energetically, we allow them to come through and connect with us, because we are meeting them on an energetic level. And that's very important, because we haven't done that as a species for a very long time now. It's been a while that they've been away from us. We're going to get some tea leaves now. These little round cards, so exciting. What have we got? We have Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Haystack. Karma, you will reap what you've sown. Shield. You need to defend yourself. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have, and a lion. Hello, Lionsgate. Time to act. We've got another lion. It's interesting because it's almost like the tea leaves. Do you know what? I'm actually being shown yesterday's tea bags. You know how when you finish with tea bags and you might sort of pile them up on a little dish at the side before you throw them away. I'm being shown this kind of pile of little tea bags from yesterday. So this actually feels like energy that's passing, that's already either past or is passing. Hidden secrets can harm you. Yes, they can. But, and the heartache and the hidden secrets, it feels like that's passing. This energy is passing. Heartache over what you no longer have. I feel that's the healing that you've done. Because look, these are over the shadow area of the table here, and haystack, karma, you'll reap what you've sown. Well, that's shadow and light, because yes, you will. You'll reap exactly what you've sown. And I think for most people that's incredibly positive in this soul group. Shield, you need to defend yourself. And again, your guides are defending you. They are protecting you at this time. They are keeping you safe. They are helping you to make wise choices, because it is time to act regardless. Even though we can see all of this stuff, this dark stuff. Look, the lion's looking this way. He can see all this dark stuff, this difficult stuff that we've been through, the heartache we've been through in the past, the secrets that did hurt us. Hidden secrets can harm you. Yes, because you might be the truth teller in an abusive family, and the rest of the family wants you to keep their dark secrets, but that's harmful to you. You can't heal and grow until you're able to let them out, speak to somebody about them, whoever you need to speak to. You know, that could be the police, that could be a friend, it could be confiding in a counsellor, a psychotherapist, you know, for your own healing. Yeah. Wow. But it feels like those energies are what's passing. That's not where we're going. That's where we've been. That's what we've understood. And the lion is telling us it is time to act. It is time to act. For some people, it's literally time to act if you do acting, if you're an actor, actress, I'm being told. For other people, it is taking action, but there's also hiding acting. So we may be acting like nothing's changed, or we're not in a relationship when we are. So take that as it resonates for you, because I think there's a whole array of meanings coming from the lion card today. It's time to act, but it is an 888 portal because it's the 8th of August in 2024. 2024 adds up to 8. 2 plus 2 plus 4. Okay. There's a 0 in there as well, which gives us some unlimited potential, which is very exciting. And I think with the 888 portal, the lion has 3 meanings. The lion carries 3 meanings. So it could be one or all of those 3 for you. And ice cream. I'm actually going to have some ice cream now because it's so flippin' hot. That could be a literal message for some of us. Let's go and have some ice cream because I'm about done with this reading here. Let's have some ice cream. Okay, well, that could be a connection to you and your new person, or to a friend or a colleague, perhaps in a new job that's coming in. Very interesting energies here, collective, I gotta say. Very interesting energies. I'm very excited for us all. I'm very happy. I do see the people who no longer belong in our lives literally being cut out swiftly now. Swiftly now. And I saw 4334 on the clock. Another mirroring number set. More mirroring numbers. I feel like this person who is supposed to be your mirror, who is coming in or coming back around, King and Queen of Wands, very passionate, very fiery, very successful, power couple for some people. Very exciting as well. And whoever the Queen of Swords was is being removed, and that could be male or female, or just an obstacle. You know, it could be a mother, an interfering parent. But there will be this need to keep things a little bit on the down low. Just to keep yourself safe, just to look after. I actually want to put the shield here. I want to put the shield here. And see, he's already got a wand. They both have wands. He's very powerful and protective, but I want to put the shield here just to protect the King and Queen of Wands when they come together, which I think will be soon. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, Cosmic Dragon Collective. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to leave me a comment if there's anything you would like to share with us, because I really love reading your comments. I read them all. Please remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying to reach my first milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I'd be so grateful if you would be a part of that journey. You take very, very good care of yourselves. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.